The Raptors look to take charge, and we're bringing it to you live from Toronto here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Bucks. Now, here's Markkanen. Here's McGrady. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. McGrady outside. They kick out to Hield. His three-pointers off the mark. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their foul.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Stood on the wing. Here's McGrady. 5 to shoot. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, if you get Fred Van Vliet a look in space, good things are bound to happen.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
Thank you, David.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Siakam with it. Now McGrady defending. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Drills the three-pointer. Siakam's got 5 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Utah. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Back to McGrady. Can they get it? The Jazz with another miss. Toronto leading by 13. And Siakam throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Siakam outside. Pass to Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title. Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Hield left side. Outside, Markkanen. Here's McGrady. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Markkanen. Trying to get something going. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Back to Van Vliet. Latrey. The rebound by Hield. Now, here is McGrady. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 17.
The Jazz 2. Ladies and gentlemen.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Murray outside. The kick out to Porter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Raptors. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Stewart a screen. On deep. Goes up with it. Covington. Here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
You just can't teach size and length. And Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And Doris, one of the Jazz games you called last year was pretty special. It was the first all-female broadcast team in NBA history.
And one of the best parts for me, Kev, was there were a variety of women in roles that will never be seen on the camera. So tape, graphics, audio, operations, each and every one of them, just like the three broadcasters who were calling the game, have have been in their position at some point where the only person in the room was of your gender, just like yourself. So it's unique that the entire broadcast was filled with very capable women. It was such an honor to be a part of.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Covington, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on heel.
Think about Robert Covington's pass to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Markkanen from outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And here we go, Murray.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Pass to Sexton. Back to Hield. And stolen by Murray. Goes up. And it's Murray with the jam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Chalk up two there. Markkanen's got his second basket.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
A minute 20 left in the first half of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Stewart. Toronto needs to get off his shot. And again, DeJounte Murray. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now Sexton. No points in the game yet for him. To the paint. Elbow shot is on the way. Hield. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Back to Sexton. Right side Markkanen. No good off the back of the rim. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Wiseman. Back to Covington. Now Stewart. And he uses the glass on the layup.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Toronto.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That's tipped. Abdul-Jabbar with the ball. Picked up by Suggs. And the shot goes in. Van Vliet's got the first basket of the second half here for Toronto.
and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
McGrady outside. Jacks up a three. He can't get that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Oh, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors. They love them.
They do, and their theme is, quote, "We the North." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
Here's Van Vliet. Gay with the block.
And got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
From outside the arc, hits it from three-point range. Gay's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
McGrady. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Here's the hook.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
McGrady with the ball. There's a good screen. At the top of the key, Suggs. Shot clock at 3. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Coming on the floor for the Jazz, Colin Sexton.
Siakam outside. Corner shot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And here is Suggs. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Otto Porter with the foul.
First team foul.
That's his first foul.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Suggs. Outside for Sexton.
And the long reach of Wiseman, using it so well to just alter that shot on the way up.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
From deep three-point range, offensive rebound. Six to shoot. Goes back up. Here's Wiseman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back, always growing as a player. And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Hield from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Hield's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Buddy Hield from another galaxy. Wow, that was deep.
Pass to Stewart. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
How good was that? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The three. And they'll get another chance. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. The Raptors have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Free throw good, Murray.
At the line.
And so Murray nails both of them. Just 4 seconds left in the third. Porter with the steal. DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
The Jazz. 16.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's McGrady. Puts up a three. That one misses.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. They set the pick. Here's McGrady. The shot comes out. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Murray, good. Murray's got 10 points here in the second half.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
McGrady outside. Outside, Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit it. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet got it. Here's Hunter. Markkanen trying to break loose. And that one's good. Hunter.
Defensively, just too many baskets in transition. It's really, that's been the difference.
They set the pick. Here's McGrady. Outside for Sexton. The Jazz again can't hit it. Here's Van Vliet. Finished off the break.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Markkanen. From deep. The three-pointer is right on target.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
They get it back. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. With the hook shot, they get it back. Brings it from 9 feet away. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points this quarter.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Three-pointer, Hield. Clock at 4. Over Hunter. It's hauled in by Achua. And here's Toronto. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Van Vliet, right side. For a while, the East was all LeBron. And the West? Of course, as we know, the West was dominated by Golden State. But now, does the league, do you feel more wide open?
Well, certainly when you look at last season, I thought there were 4 teams in the East that absolutely had a shot to make the finals. Contingent on health. Obviously, Milwaukee, without Chris Middleton, struggled to get over the finish line. In the West, you had 3 teams who I thought legitimately could advance. So certainly the gap between playoff teams feels smaller.
Pass to Hunter. Siakam outside. They shoot again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first
Now Pascal Siakam looking aggressive and determined, which forces the defender to commit the foul.
And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeJounte Murray.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Now, here's Achua. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved everything.
I just like the sound.
Y'all do not know me, I shoot like I'm Kobe. That boy really tough on his dolly though. I keep it in no OVO. I ain't but 9, just have my portfolio. Really come from a block where they boy, the ain't no goalie, bro. Say you about what you claiming and show me though. You gon' tryna toe to toe. Trench kid, gotta run it up. If you thinking I'ma lose, then you never. Papa Jim damage, ooh, belly buttercup. Youngins on my city, keep it smooth just to sum it up. No security, you see me, but that doing it, that's why VVS is jumping while it's like a mosh pit. Really not, but I'm moving like I'm hot. Legal money coming in, I started off. Through to everything I did is really no flogging. All my been going up, no dodging. And I'ma keep on coming with the heat, I'm hogging. Trench cake, glitter on a piece, stop sobbing. Pain, it defeats my noggin. If that ain't really your beef, stop siding. Say you try to run in these streets, stop hiding. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Real coach, they be on that funny stuff. Rigid money, my wrist me on. I done came way too far, I can't get up. I got be honest with us. Hearing I walk inside, I be know the haters mad, they got enough of us. Run it up, 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 run it up. Run it up, 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 run it up. I just stack up that money, I run it up. Give a who love me, I run it up. What up, you gonna tell me my money? I run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
Double up, run it up, Lamborghini with the got them bands and I'm flexing, hold my muscle up. I'ma stand on the business when it's time to I get paper in the morning when I'm waking up. Make my put my rats in the wall, now it's growing rust. Diamond chain get this swinging, they know it's us. They know it's me. Pinky ring get this singing like Jodeci. Double R and it came with a notary. I see stars, I'm a star like it's supposed to be. Only way I can go to sleep. When my needed me, bought 100p. Paddock on my wrist, a masterpiece. Put some diamonds on her and some double C. I'm up, kicking my like I won the World Cup. Kick it. baby girl need a crush. Hunters keep coming, you know that's a must. If you talking money, then we can discuss. Run it out, 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 run it out. I just stack up that money, I run it out. About who love me, I run it out. They gon' tell me my money, I run it out, run it out, run it out, run it out.
I've been running that money up, putting on. Ain't no into this trend, it's a marathon. Different breed, I might bust down a herringbone. Bought a flight with them racks in my carry-on. Talking about money, you know who to call. It look like the mall. My ethical draw. Earrings 150, why by the Daytona, been in the corner. Them Reynolds, the tag Arizona. Ain't getting no diploma. The freshest dude in the schoolhouse. You went took the smooth route. Now my pockets look too stout. Never enough, man, I gotta go get some more. Go buy me a Texaco. Now I'm on the charts, so I'm running up screens. My still got what you need, though. Built my name from the ground, I ain't had no help. It's just me versus me beefing with myself. It was time I woke them up, they overslept. Run it up, still ain't out of breath.
Run it out, 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 run it out. Run it out, 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 run it out. I just stack up that money, I run it out. About who love me, I run it out. What up? They gon' tell me my money, I run it out, run it out, run it out, run it out.
I got a 50 on me, but I told her I keep it 100. Since I was a little, I just vowed to go give me some money. Since I made up 25 million on one of them days, now this right in my way. I got fatigue on my body, on ride Maserati, it's Rari, I'm going out of space. I remember days, going on missions, hopping in fences, running from I got on all the Cadillacs, slide through like I'm Obama, man. Going to St. Laurent store, Louis Vuitton, Don, I'm so coming. I was in the back eating jambalaya, how about the P, they straight in my pajamas. Hey, we got it poppin', I'm straight out the city, my but they never knew when I was on it. What your pops make for half the year, I spend that on my shoes.
Said, I think he's going to be available later rounds. I knew
He almost did slip through. I think he did that to spite me.